Yo guys, what's going on? It's Sibs Gaming, and with the launch of Battle for Neighborville on the Nintendo Switch only a few days away, we're gonna have to welcome an entirely new platform into the PvZ community. So, to prepare, I thought I'd talk about 5 common mistakes that beginners make when picking up Battle for Neighborville for the first time. Remember, if you do enjoy the video and want to see more BFN content, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. But without further ado, let's get into it. So tip number 1 is don't become a burrow baby. So what exactly is a burrow baby? I mean, yes, it is a term that I just made up, but it describes a new player who gets sucked into playing characters like Chomper, Snapdragon, or Super Brains simply because those characters don't involve much aiming and therefore are relatively easy to use. This is specifically for people who are new to the shooter genre and are not comfortable accurately aiming and landing consistent shots on a target. The problem is, players with poor aiming abilities like to play characters like Chomper because you don't have to aim with them, you just have to move close to your target and chomp. Even worse is Burrow because to a new player who may only get 1 or 2 vanquishes a game, being able to instantly vanquish an opponent with Chomp could get that player, 4 or 5 kills in a game and get them excited. However, the reason I would suggest you don't gravitate towards these characters right away is because relying on Chomp and Burrow to get all your vanquishes is not going to improve you as a player. Instead, I would recommend you avoid using these characters if you're new to third-person shooters. Stick with pretty much any other character in the game that shoots normal projectiles. Go to Pea Shooter, go to Colonel Core, and pretty much anyone else that actually, shoots, so you can practice that aiming and build those skills, and instead revisit these chomping characters after you've become comfortable with your aim, so you can play them with a little more advanced skill. My next piece of advice would be to play a variety of characters. If you're a new player, sticking to only 1 or 2 characters because you're comfortable with them for the vast majority of your gameplay early on is going to be a mistake. It's honestly amazing to me that I come across players in online who are only level 100 or so and are using a Grandmaster character. This implies that the individual has probably exclusively played one character the entire time. And now, there's nothing wrong with maining a character, but if you want to increase your online rank, you need to play a wider variety to accumulate all of those levels. Not only that, but until you pass Grandmaster, you will be unlocking new upgrades for every character every time you promote them. You really can't know which character suits you best until you've put substantial playtime into all of them. Also, remember that every time you level up a character, you get 1,000 coins. That's over 1 million coins just waiting to be claimed by leveling up a variety of characters. My third tip is to make the most of your coins and actually use the XP machine. Early on, it's easy to blow all of your coins on the Rewardotron and cosmetic items, but my suggestion is to always use the XP machine first each day before you purchase cosmetic items. You see, the XP machine can be used 5 times each day for a total of 10,000 instant experience. This is great for any character you really don't want to play much, or even to just quickly level a character up that you like to get some of those early on upgrades. However, I would recommend that you always try to use the XP machine on your lowest ranked character if possible to maximize the level gain. And also, if you are less than 2,000 experience from level 10, don't use the XP machine on that character because you'll just be wasting some of that experience. Finish the character off elsewhere in multiplayer and use the XP machine on someone whose levels can be valued. The fourth mistake, and dare I say one of the biggest mistakes that I see, is don't just hop straight into multiplayer and put all your time into multiplayer first. What I would recommend doing is play PVE first. So before you hop into multiplayer, go check out the free roam regions, do all the quest lines, and open all of the chests. You don't have to 100% it, but I would recommend doing these things. Because from the chests alone, you can get over 1 million coins, and you'll get plenty more coins from the quest rewards too. Not to mention that the free roam areas are fantastic for getting your characters promoted a few times, so you have upgrades powerful enough to take advantage over your enemies in multiplayer. And if all else fails, PvE is a great way to practice your aim and get comfortable with the game before taking it to a more competitive setting. And my final piece of advice on the topic is to take your time and enjoy the game. I post a lot of guides on my channel on how to get experience, coins, prize bulbs, you name it, all extremely quickly. However, in complete contradiction to my channel, I am going to recommend that you do not start farming for resources early on. The main enjoyment from Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville is the grind. It's getting a full clear on every region and then playing multiplayer to unlock everything in the game. I promise that if you spend days mindlessly grinding prize bulbs and getting every cosmetic item, then you will lose all interest in playing. And then suddenly you have no reason to use all those cosmetic items you spent all that boring time grinding for. That being said, if there is a particular character that you don't like playing and you want to level it up quickly, then check out some of my guides. I'll put links in the description. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up the video today. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Battle for Neighborville content, and drop a comment below if you have any advice for the new players. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. And remember, I did recently pick up a Nintendo Switch, so I will be covering Battle for Neighborville on the Switch in the upcoming days and weeks. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Game on, gamers.
Let us stop first, cause we going and going in strong.